Gwyneth Paltrow picks between Jude Law, Robert Downey Jr., and Timothée Chalamet and Marry F. Kill. Gwyneth Paltrow got faced with a question that was practically impossible to answer during the July 22nd episode of the Goop podcast. The Academy Award-winning star, 52, was tasked with playing Marry F. Kill with three of her most high-profile co-stars, Jude Law, Robert Downey Jr., and Timothée Chalamet. "This is impossible," Paltrow declared upon being handed the task. No possible way to answer this. But answer she did, wasting no time in choosing Iron Man co-star Downey Jr., 60, as her fictional Boaz. "I would marry Robert because we would just laugh so much and have such a fun, weird life and travel," she said. "And in any case, I'm basically already married to him in movies, so what's the difference?" But it was the other two that Paltrow struggled a bit to navigate. "Who am I gonna F, you guys, Jude or Timothée Chalamet?" she pondered. Admitting that decision was very tough, Paltrow ended up choosing Law, 52, for a romantic hangout, only because it's like robbing the cradle, really, if I do it with Timothée. Of her upcoming Marty Supreme co-stars, she added, "I think my children would kill me if I did that." But despite her initial choice, Paltrow had to retract it so she could get a new word in. "I'm not gonna say both. I'm gonna marry all three," she declared. "I'm going to marry all three of them and F all three of them. How's that? I'm a modern woman. I'm not killing anyone." Law and Paltrow shared the screen in several films, including The Talented Mr. Ripley, 1999, Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow, 2004, and Contagion, 2011. As for Chalamet, Paltrow made waves in October 2024 when she was seen filming a steamy scene with the 29-year-old actor for their movie Marty Supreme. Less than a year after winning the Oscar, Paltrow spoke to Vanity Fair about her role. "There's a lot. They'll also tape a conversation with the cast of Little Women. Greta Gerwig's cast includes Meryl Streep and Laura Dern doing a 1970s New England accent, and one with Paltrow calling Timothée Chalamet a thinking man's sex symbol and describing him as just a very polite, properly raised, I was going to say kid. He is a man who really takes his work seriously, and I think he's a fun partner." And as for the woman behind the publication, Paltrow has been married to producer Brad Falchuk since 2018. On the podcast, she was asked, "What was the one thing that you love the most about your husband?" "I think it's how unconditionally loving he is," she said. "He is, there's just this wellspring of love that comes out of him at all times. I never feel like he's over me or, annoyed.